Howdy, homesteaders. Hey, got back from the store quite a few hours ago. My birthday was yesterday, and I'm just trying to take it easy a little bit, I guess. But still, things need to get done. All right, so basically, like I said on the other video, is I didn't have all the tools with me at the time because I didn't take my truck that day. I took my car, and well, it just wouldn't fit. Sometimes, as I'm going throughout the day, I'm getting so much done, so many different things going on. It's really easy to forget that, you can't make a full motion picture every time you do a video. I try to keep my videos short, I really do, but just so many things going on. Sometimes things need to be explained, so you basically know how everything kind of fits together. How the storyline goes. It's hard to get everything compressed down into a 10-minute video whenever I've been doing hours and hours and hours of labor activity throughout the day. But it's easy for me to forget that. I'm basically doing a tool explosion on my workshop, where I have very little tools, very minimal tools, and I'm expanding upon it big time. Also, my workshop is really in disarray right now. A lot of things I have to do. Everything's just kind of thrown in here. Right now we're kind of using a hodgepodge storage facility until we get things figured out. I'll have to go through all of this and try to set up a workable shop in here where I can do some actual projects. And these are the things that would not fit in my car. Actually, even if I took my truck, I would have had a hard time fitting everything, but it would have all fit. Just these big things right here. I've got my toolbox right here. This right here is my cement mixer. Cement mixer, not for mixing cement, but for mixing dirt. And I also have my laser miter saw. Oh yeah.
lighting behind me is not very good. I'm going to try to do my best to show you basically what I've got.
What I've already shown is we got the 12-inch double bevel sliding compound miter saw. So we have that. Also, as I said before, we have a concrete mixer for mixing dirt. Really good for mixing peat moss and also mixing dirt for raised beds. So I don't have to do the work with my arms. I always like to work a little smarter, not harder. And this is my toolbox. Hard to see that. So, first off, we have our nice little bolt cutters, which I've already used. The dog cable. This dog cable that I bought, and relatively cheap, but it's too long. I don't know why people think that their dogs need 30 feet in all directions to run around in a yard. That's a lot of space. Really easy for them to get wrapped up on trees, get wrapped up on, like my front yard has a telephone pole in it. You get wrapped up on that. It doesn't work for me, so I cut it down. I don't know what I'm going to use that extra cable for. Sometimes I just kind of hoard those things back in case I have a project that might actually need that. Sawhorses, even though they are plastic, they say they're rated at 350 pounds each. And each one only cost me about 10 bucks a piece. So for $10 a piece, that's not bad. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Nice rubber mallet. Definitely something you want to keep on hand. Nice little magnetic parts holder. And a magnetic dish holds your nuts and bolts when you're working on things. Very handy to have. Nice wood chisel set. Wood chisels come in very handy, especially if you're working with wood and you need to cut notches. I like the wooden handled chisels. I don't really go for the plastic handled chisels. Elastic tie downs. Now, the thing that's funny about these elastic tie downs is I'm realizing that these are the exact same elastic tie downs I got today. And I could have gotten these for free. Like I got those for free because the store that I went to, I actually went there and I realized I had to buy some of these reciprocating saw blades for my reciprocating saw that we're going to see here in a moment. And while I was there, I realized, I got a coupon for free stuff. And I pulled it up on my app on my phone, and sure enough, it said if I buy any purchase, I can get one of these for free. So I got these for free today. Last time I paid for those, I should have got those for free if I would have only realized it. I didn't use all the coupons that I had. Although with the coupons that I had, I still ended up saving $188 overall. $188 worth of savings just from using coupons. So that was pretty. That was savings on the already marked down prices. So these items were already on sale, and I was able to use the coupons on the sale price to get it even cheaper than what they were. So that's something to keep in mind. And to round off this package, I got some wood glue. Actually, I already have projects planned on that. We have some wooden chairs that are falling apart. They need to be glued back together. Easy job. Got the glue. High-speed steel drill step drills. Never used these myself, but I've seen them used on videos, and I'm actually kind of interested in using these. These have a lot of different applications. Okay, we already looked at my reciprocating saw blades. Here is a 3-inch by 21-inch belt sander. I know that will come in handy working with boards. I plan on working with a lot of pallets, a lot of pallet boards,
And pallets are just rough, so you have to sand them down if you're going to use them for anything like furniture or any kind of thing that you want to build. You want to sand it down. Also have a circular saw. It has a laser guide. I know they call it a laser guide system, but it's nothing more than just a laser pointer. So it's a saw with a laser pointer, but still with the laser pointer it does help to see where your blade is going to be. So it's good to know where your blade is going to be. So it's very good information. Circular saw cost me like I think 30 bucks. So $30 for a circular saw, not bad. And this is going to be used quite often. I see these used a lot on YouTube. Most of your woodworking projects will involve a circular saw, so you need to have one. And I know most people go cordless, and the cordless ones do cost more. Maybe eventually I will get a cordless, but right now I'm just trying to get my basic tool started, so I'm going cheaper is better at the moment. Later on I might opt to spend more money on the nicer things, but I'm just trying to get outfitted with things that I need. Okay, wrestling out this hammer. Okay, with one hand. It'd be easy if I didn't have to hold this camera. Okay, look like a pretty nice hammer to me. Nice anti-shock rip hammer. Already got a hammer, but I think this one will come in handy to go with my existing hammer. Actually, my existing hammer I think is right underneath this. Trusty old rusty hammer. Very, very useful. I don't throw it out just because there's a little rust. Keep using it, but it's good to have another hammer. Okay, got some nice clamps. Nice wood clamps. Got different sizes. Try to get a medium to small size clamp. A lot of my wood is going to be fairly small. The pallet wood and things like that. It's not that big. And just in case, I did get larger clamps that were also on sale. A couple of those as well. I like to buy things like clamps in twos, groups of twos. That we have a pair. Usually I find I use more than one clamp at a time. I usually use two in most projects I work on. Nice monkey wrench. I don't know why they call it a monkey wrench. It's also known as a pipe wrench. I know why they call it a pipe wrench. A set of fence pliers. Good to have fence pliers if you're going to do some fencing. And I'm not talking about sword fighting. Okay, and we're going through here. We got our combination set square. It's a combination square with a couple other attachments for different applications to get different angles on that square. Instead of just a 90-degree straight angle, which is what a combination square is good for. There's also these other attachments for whatever angle I would decide to use. Also, being 24 inches, it's a nice straight edge. It's good to have a good metal straight edge. So actually, this is actually like 4 tools in one. You gotta kind of think of these things a little bit. You have to have files when you do any kind of woodworking. And actually, files come in handy for a lot of other things. Not just woodworking, but mostly it's good for woodworking. I have a pneumatic air ratchet, 1/2 inch. It's not here yet, but I do actually have a large air tank, air compressor. So it's good to have some air tools with your air compressor. Yeah, I got a palm sander, a random orbiter. Can't say it right. A random Orbital. Okay, you can read it. You can say it. Palm sander. The reason for this type of palm sander is it's not going to leave circles on your wood, circles and swirls. It's supposed to be random, moving around, not staying in one place too long, so that you can actually sand a surface and not be able to know that you're sanding it. And that's a lot better than trying to do it by hand. That's the beauty of power tools. Right here, if you can read upside down, maybe I'll flip it, the editor. That is a electric chainsaw sharpener. I actually watched a video recently with Wrangler Star, and he is very adamant about his chainsaws. I have a chainsaw, and he explained in one of his videos how it's very advantageous to be able to remove the blade of the chain, move the chain off the bar, and just sharpen it in an electric chainsaw sharpener. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. I'm not going to go into that in this video. Maybe you can watch his video and how to do that. I'm not an expert by any means, but he has a really good video showing how he can make his bar last 50% longer just by rotating it and things like that. I will use that. That's actually what inspired me to buy that piece of equipment. Otherwise, I never would have bought it if I hadn't watched that video. Okay, got some other things in here. These are some sanding pads for the Orbiter sander. You have to get different grits for different finishes. The finer grit is going to be the finer finish, or the finer grit. Yeah, it's a finer grit, but it's got the more number. So let's think of it this way: you have 220 pieces of sand. There's a lot of them, right? Whereas if you only had 60 pieces of sand, there's not as much. Well, the 60, where there's not as much, they're actually bigger in size, and they're spaced further apart. So it's more of a rough sanding, a coarse sanding. Whereas the 220 grit, the sand is a lot finer and closer together, and it makes a more smooth finish. So that's the basics behind that. Got some saw blades, right? A regular construction blade and a plywood blade. The saw comes with blades, but these are for whenever those blades wear out. Here's a couple small clamps, bought in twos, got a pair of those. Got an angle grinder. Angle grinder is very, very, very useful. Grinding on metal, grinding on little protrusions or little sharp edges to round things off with. Also use a cutting wheel to cut metal with. Very, very useful. I've seen people use these in outfitting their IBC totes as growing beds for aquaponics and things like that. So it's just good to have a angle grinder for a myriad of different things that you can use that on. And I've used it a lot over the years at work. Use a belt for my belt sander. This is actually a storage box system. Is for my wife. Got this for her. And the reason why I got that for her is she does face painting and balloon animals. And she's done them for a long time. And this is a good organization box system to organize her many face paints. It also makes it easier to carry, so I got that for her. Levels, a manageable smaller level, and a much longer level. Levels have a lot of uses, not just leveling things out, that's their main purpose, but these are also good for straight edges, having a good straight edge to draw with. So it's good to have a lot of straight edges when you're marking things levels are straight edges, and they also made for leveling things, showing you whether you're level and true. Level and true. Okay, this is a bench vise, 5-inch bench vise. Got a good deal on that. Basically, this thing is like $20 cheaper than it was marked down there. I got a battery-operated driver. Also, it's a drill. Now I have another drill that you plug into the wall. That's going to be like my powerhouse drill, the drill that I will go to if I need to drill something into something serious. This can also be used for drilling into some things, but like most people, I'm just going to be mainly using it as a bit driver for like a screwdriver. That's what most people use it for. That's what I'm going to use it for. I have another drill that's dedicated for drilling if I need to do any serious drilling. And this is my reciprocating saw. It goes with the blades that I bought today. Don't know how good this is showing me right now. Hopefully it's showing me well. So it's kind of hot out here. I'm sweating. It's very humid. I think there's a storm. Looks like it's going to be coming in. So I'm sweating like crazy right now. But that's everything that I bought. Now, as I'm getting in this homesteading, I'm going to be using these skills at home for the purpose of not having to go back to work. So I'm still doing it. I'm just doing it at a better location. So hopefully everything will balance out in the end on that. And, I will give another video or another series of videos where I'll actually concentrate on the progress that we've had so far, financially speaking, and also all the wonderful things that the Lord has done up to this point. And that way you can understand how this story is really unfolding. It might seem a little confusing right now because I'm not giving the whole story. It's giving little bits and pieces of it. But things are actually unfolding in the right direction. So I'm really excited about it and really excited going forward how things are going to turn out. So these are all my tools that I bought today. I have other tools that I do have. I do have some minimal tools that I already own. And of course, I'm going to incorporate all my existing tools and my new tools together and have to set up my workshop at some point. It's got a chest freezer and it's a Bowflex. I've got a Bowflex there for whenever I do get to working out. It's a preaching sign in the back. And just a lot of disarray. My lawnmower. Now this table was built out of pallets by a dear brother of mine, a brother in the Lord who he lived here. He was renting from us, and he built this while he had his workshop in here, and he left it behind for us. So that was a real blessing. And every time I work on this, I will remember that his generosity in giving that to us, and it's good to have things like that. There's little things that if no one else knew about it, if no one else knew what the backstory was, they'd think, oh, okay, it's a nice workbench out of pallets. Okay, it looks really nice. But, I know the backstory as a friend of mine has built that. So I like knowing that. I'm just trying to edify, trying to build up at the moment. So right now I'm building up a shop, and that shop is going to help me build everything else.